Hey everybody, my name is BlakJak and welcome to my new playthrough. It's one that's been announced recently as a remake and it should be coming out sometime next year, I believe. But I decided I actually had a copy of the PS2 version of this game and I had never played it before, so I wanted to see what all the hype was about. And boy, is this a good one. Well then, why don't we start off with Pandemic Studios' Destroy All Humans. Boy, is this game hella fun. Oh man, it's just what I needed after playing Hurdy Gurdy, I swear to God, man. This is exactly what I needed. Whew. I love the aesthetics of this game, man. This game is freaking phenomenal.
Let's go sunning, it's so good for you. Let's go sunning, neath the sky.
Ladies and gentlemen, we interrupt this program to bring you breaking news from the observatory at Rockwell.
In over 20 years of broadcasting, I'm at a loss for words. I can only describe what I'm seeing as not from this Earth. Something is emerging out of the spacecraft. It's raising its hand. Perhaps a sign of peace. No! We are under attack!
Ladies and gentlemen, due to technical difficulties, we are unable to continue the broadcast from the Rockwell Observatory.
Pathetic humans.
Alrighty, so we're gonna be playing Destroy All Humans on PS2. Oh man, that score is on point. Oh man, I do like this game a lot. So I had like an issue trying to figure out why my memory card wasn't loading. I remember that. That was weird. I don't know why, but for some reason my memory card just wasn't loading. I had to take it out and use compressed air to like blow out the crap that's in there, and like I threw it back in and it worked fine. I don't know why that happened. But anyway, let's watch the cutscene, and I'll see you guys in a little bit.
Hello, friends. Have you ever gazed up into the night sky and wondered at the possibility of life on other planets? What marvelous beings might exist out there, hands extended in friendship, awaiting the moment when we humans take our first tentative steps into space? What tales will be told of that glorious day when we are first contacted by our brothers from beyond the stars?
All systems go, General. 4.
Come on, baby, show us what you got.
3.
What the hell?
2.
What in the blue blazes is that?
1.
No, wait! Stop the countdown!
Incompetent fool. I should never have sent you.
What's shaking, Pox? You look a little, what's the word? Constipated.
Let's just say I hope you turn out to be less of an evolutionary dead end than your predecessor.
You lost me.
Shall I tell you a secret? Few of our people know this, but the DNA patterns in our cloning banks are becoming more and more degraded with each new clone.
That's bad, right?
Only if we want to retain our immortality through cloning. Of course it's bad! I sent Crypto-136 in search of a planet we visited many eons ago. A planet seeded with pure Furon DNA. But I lost contact.
Let me get this straight. You sent me, him, Crypto-136, to a hostile planet, and he's disappeared. Maybe captured, maybe even being tortured as we speak.
Well, I wouldn't jump to any conclusion.
I bet you wouldn't. Let me tell you something, Pox. You're a smart cookie. But there's a time for thought, and there's a time for action. And this is one of those times.
Which?
The second one.
Perhaps you're right, 137.
Course I'm right. You kidding me? A cryptosporidium captured by a bunch of monkeys? We gotta go in. We gotta crack some craniums. We gotta rescue me. Him. He's gotta rescue me. I gotta... Brains, man. When do I get to blow things up?
Patience, Crypto, patience. I take your point. Prepare the mothership.
That's what I'm talking about. So, what's the name of this crummy planet?
Our destination. The planet Earth.
Can I just say one thing real quick? I love the acting of this game. It's on point. So I noticed that the music is super loud in this game, so I'm just going to turn that down a little bit. And then I'm going to turn on subtitles, so for the rest of the game there's going to be subtitles on, I don't know why that's not like a preset in video games, like as just, it's always on, I don't know. I like reading the subtitles along with the game, I don't know. Is that just me? I feel like I'm not the only one, I don't know. But anyway, we're going to begin starting off our adventure to destroy all humans with Cryptosporidium 137. And we're going to end this game with Cryptosporidium 150 something, because I died a hell of a lot of times. We're going to take a quick look at Pox's lab, I believe.
Welcome to my little laboratory. You may not have known this, but I flatter myself to be something of an inventor. In my spare time, I've been developing some truly impressive weapon and ability upgrades. I'd be happy to share them with you, if you've got something for me in trade. Say some of that delicious DNA you've collected.
Alright, so you can come here
Step inside my shop.
and you can upgrade Crypto and his saucer. And the upgrades range from weapons to increasing the amount of meters, or the amount of energy you waste. So this is a world map. There's about 6 or 7 levels, I believe. And we're going to start off with Turnip Seed Farm for mission destination Earth. You know what I like about this game too is that this game has fantastic loading speeds. Like I'm going to show every loading speed. And that's it. That's how fast each one is. It's incredibly fast. It's amazing. Plan 9 from outer space. Is that what that said? Amazing. We'll get more into like what this game holds, but man, is it it's great. So this is probably going to be the longest part of the game, most likely, other than the bonus video, because I don't think I should consider the bonus video a part. I don't know. But yeah, so this is going to be the longest video of the series, I think, because I'm going to be showing off everything I can.
Orthopox to Cryptosporidium 137. Come in, Cryptosporidium.
Crypto here. How's the view from the safety of the mothership?
Very funny. Let's just say I'm glad I'm up here and you're down there. Loathsome little planet. Now, Crypto, To ensure this invasion runs smoothly, it is imperative we identify the dominant life forms on this world. Those lactating bovoids are likely candidates.
Surely you don't mean those foul-smelling gas bags beyond the fence.
Yes, I'm afraid I do.
But they're covered in nipples.
Now, Cryptosporidium!
And the writing is so
You may
funny.
look and aim by physically manipulating the right analog stick. You can move about the area using the left analog
So,
stick.
yeah, Turnip Seed Farm is just a tutorial level, so at this point I still have no idea what the fuck I'm doing. And the jetpack is pretty neat, but if you go too high, you take fall damage. So keep that in mind. You're gonna have to brace for impact every time you take a long enough fall. But here is the Cortex scan. So we can target a cow with the L1 button, and then we can use the scan ability with the X button. And it allows us to read anything's mind. And it's pretty neat. I love this
Peer
feature.
into the minds of lower life forms via the Cortex scan. Rip the preliterate thoughts from their pathetic little brains.
Moo is right.
Primitive, yet profound. Scan another one.
Primitive but profound.
They eat with their mouths. I think I'm going to be violently ill. Attention, Earth creature. This planet is now part of the Furon Empire. Your benevolent masters welcome you. At this time, we wish to abduct you for the purpose of scientific research. The procedure will be protracted and invasive. Do you have any objections? Earth creature, I am addressing you. Respond or be vaporized. I don't care how many stomachs you have. I don't have time for this.
This game's a little crude, but now we have the ability of psychokinesis. And with the Havoc engine, I believe that's the same engine of Star Wars The Force Unleashed, we get to have some Force fun and fling shit around, and it's amazing. Oh my god, this is amazing.
Tap the triangle button to lift the target into the sky.
And drop. Yeah, this game is phenomenal, man. This game was great. Oh shit, I threw that out of the tree. I didn't even realize I did that. I just kind of pressed the triangle button. Yoink. And yeah, it's not just cows you can like pick up and throw around. It's pretty much everything. And now it's going to be telling us about concentration, and that's that little meter in the top left-hand corner of the screen. And once that's down, we can't use any of our concentration abilities, like picking shit up. So keep that in mind. You can regenerate it by scanning things, though. So also keep that in mind.
You didn't tell me we was having barbecue for dinner. Wait a minute. That ain't steak. That's... Holy mother... Martha, give me the shotgun.
Ah, yes. Our first enemy, the lowly farmer. So now we're going to test out our Zap-O-Matic, which is the lightning gun. And it's pretty cool. It's unlimited ammo.
You do, in fact, have weapons. Just hold the R1 button. Try it now. Give that puny farmer a taste of the old Zap-O-Matic.
It's infinite ammo, however, it is battery-based. And once something's dead or alive, you can extract their brainstem using the L1 targeting and circle. Oh, did I mention that there's going to be a lot of heads exploding and a lot of anal probes? I feel like I haven't explained that.
Harold, come on back. You gotta see this. They got a talking horse on the TV. I ain't never seen nothing like... Ah! Little green spaceman! Ah!
I am not green.
Ooh, he is offended. So crypto shields, that is your health. That's the top right-hand corner, the green bar. That is kind of like Call of Duty Tactics, where if you take a hit, you can just hide behind cover and it'll regenerate over time. But you got to keep in mind that Crypto can die rather quickly.
What I wouldn't give for a decent pizza. Now let's see. I can make some cornbread. The cows give me meat and cheese. Tomatoes from the garden. Yep, pizza here come.
Yeah, and you can keep reading the minds of the people, and they all say different things. It's really funny. Eventually, we do get the ability to pick up tractors, and cars, and tanks, and others and stuff. It's pretty neat.
That's funny. I'm suddenly overcome with the urge to milk a cow. Obsessive compulsive, I think they call it.
So yeah, our objective is just to kill anything and everything that moves right now. But oh, the ragdoll physics is fantastic in this game. Did I mention I love ragdoll physics? I think the Havoc system probably has the best ragdoll physics, probably, but I think it's just because their physics system is so fucking amazing. Oh man, it's great. It's great. You can even read the minds of the chickens, but I don't think I'd do that until a little later. Or wait, no, never mind. And yes, you can use the chickens and cows and anything as you want as a weapon, such that you can pick it up and launch it at something. And yeah.
Better get my best clothes on to go into town. Oh yeah, I ain't got no best clothes.
So yeah, I'm gonna try and keep quiet for some of the funnier lines, or maybe all of them. I don't know. We'll see. But they are pretty humorous.
Evening, Ms. Turnip Seed. We got a call from Farmer Dixon over the other side of the state road. Said he heard some pretty strange noises coming from over this way.
What is that? A new silo?
Crypto! That human law enforcement officer is attempting an unauthorized entry of your spacecraft. If those pea-brains were to get their hands on your quantum deconstructor, they could rip a hole in the space-time continuum. Oh, the furonity. Vaporize them, Crypto!
Alright, so now we gotta kill all the cops. So there are levels to how strong the enemies get. There are police, farmers as like the lowest ones, and then there are like the army men, then there are like the secret agents, and then there are like we'll see them. Don't worry about it. But
You criminals are looking freakier every year.
This game is so fucked up. I love it. Let's see if we can scan the police and see what they say. Hold on.
Jeez. This is even worse than that time she ate them funny mushrooms. Good thing we got backup coming.
Well, that wasn't as funny as the other one. Hold on.
Jeez. This is
It's the same one. Fuck it. We'll just kill you. I don't care about you cops.
Good thing we got backup coming.
Crypto, my radar shows more humans approaching. Hurry to the saucer!
That's what you get. What you get for poking your noses around and without a warrant, bitch. Alright, so yeah, we can't extract brains unless we have a certain amount of bar. I think extracting brains is the most intensive thing Crypto can do with his concentration powers. Also, I don't think the game explains this, but the red bar is the enemy's health. I feel like that one's pretty self-explanatory, but I don't know.
I know. I could crochet a portrait of President Huffman. I bet he'd be tickled pink by that. Damn.
Oh, yeah, he'll be tickled pink, alright. Just drag you across the ground. Oh my god, I'm horrible. Boop. Cool, now that I annihilated all the turnip seeds from existence. Yeah, I still don't have the ability to lift up cars. We'll be getting that eventually. But let's enter the saucer. And something that this game does, other than just playing as Crypto, you also have the secondary playstyle of the saucer. And it's pretty fun. I think Pandemic did a great job with the control schemes in this game.
Use your left analog stick to propel the saucer forwards and backwards, and to strafe left and right. To turn the saucer, use the right analog stick.
And we have the Death Ray, which is exactly like the Zap-O-Matic, except it's a Death Ray. Also, it has a shorter shoot. Oh, it's called. It has a shorter shoot down time. Like you shoot it, and it doesn't last as long as a Sap-O-Matic, but it has a much quicker cooldown time. So you're gonna not be wasting. What's it called? You're not gonna be wasting the abilities fruitlessly, I guess is the best way to put it. But yeah, the saucer is pretty freaking fun. However, the health works a little differently. The health itself, actually, we'll be getting into that in a second. I believe, yes, the army shows up.
Move out, man! Move, move, move! I don't know, but I've been told Joe McCarthy's good
Oh, great! The human military-industrial complex. We can't allow them to alert their leaders to our presence. Exterminate them! Now!
Open fire!
Okay, yeah, so the health of the spaceship works a little differently than Crypto's does. It doesn't regenerate, but you can find health pickups eventually, and they're called repair pods. They look just like UFOs, so you'll be seeing them. I think they're green, and you can pick them up. However, if you take enough damage, you will instantly die. Once your saucer goes, you go, and then you'd have to come back later.
Look out! There are more to the north in the bushes.
North in the bushes, with a different Crypto. And that's how this game plays, by the way. When you die, a new Crypto shows up because of the whole cloning thing that this game deals with. So that's pretty funny. And like I mentioned, I think by the end I'm at like Crypto 153 or 154, I think, or something like that. But not only do you have the amazing death ray, but you have probably the greatest thing of all time, the abduction ray. And that's just like a small point in the Havoc system where you can just pick up anything and everything that you want, you know, small enough in the tractor beam, that is, and you can just like launch it like a fucking ragdoll. It's amazing. It's like a chain. It's like a ball and chain, like a wrecking ball almost kind of effect. It's pretty neat. Highly recommend.
Did you see what I saw?
You bet your sweet ass I did. What did you see?
Little green man in a flying saucer wiping out the best infantry unit in the U.S. Army.
Right, good. Me too. Green? Not gray?
Don't be a stiff. You know what it means?
Absolutely. What?
It means the papers got it right for once. Get on the horn to Silhouette. We've got the worst case scenario.
The eggheads were actually onto something? I don't believe it.
Believe it. Roswell was only the beginning. The invasion is on.
Roswell. That's funny. So yeah, if you haven't noticed, this game takes place in the 50s. Cattle mutilated pandemic. Farmer disappears amidst cow abuse allegations. Yeah, these newspapers are wild, man. So DNA harvesting. The best way to abstract DNA from a living vessel, such as a human being, is to whip out your dildo launcher, I mean anal probe, and launch it at the enemies and supercharge it. We'll be seeing the anal probe in a second. The other best way is to do these side missions. I'm going to show these off. We have to collect 250 DNA just to progress through the game, and that's not actually that daunting of a task. It's actually, they go by really quickly. You spend like 5 to 10 minutes just collecting DNA. And since this game plays really fun, it doesn't even feel like a chore, honestly. And you only have to do it like 3 or 4 times throughout the game, especially if every time you enter a new level, you just do the side missions really quickly, because they're not long. I'm going to show them off right now. The remaining of this video, the last like 10-ish minutes, is going to just be side missions to show off what some of them are. I don't show them all off, mostly because they are all the same. It's like a race, destroy shit, kill people. Like those are like the 3 or 4 main mechanics of the side missions, but that's about it. And each one gives you like 200 to 300 DNA, anywhere in that range. So we have the anal probe, so we can switch it with the R2 button. I don't know what it is on the original Xbox. I don't remember. I actually never, not that I don't remember, I never had the Xbox, so I wouldn't know. But yeah, we're gonna start Armageddon, I believe, is the one I do. Yep. So crypto, I've had enough of this accursed town. Destroy all the buildings. Leave no trace. You have 3 minutes. You got 200 DNA, and like that, we're gonna be done with the whole collect DNA for this area, I believe. If not, I have to kill like 1 human with the anal probe. But I'm gonna show off all the side missions, like I mentioned before. And yeah. I do think that this little cutscene here with the spaceship going up in the sky can get a little long, but honestly, I'm fine with it. I kind of think of it more as like a loading screen for the new control scheme. Is how I have to look at it to justify why it's relatively long compared to the other loading screens that are super quick in this game, which to me isn't an issue at all. Mostly because Saucer is so much fun to play with. It's just a blast to go around, especially when you start getting new weapons for it. It's great. They're pretty great. So we're gonna destroy Turnip Seed Farm, or the town that Turnip Seed Farm is located in. And that little area is another crop circle that allows us to sit down in. And these things right here, they're anti-air. I think they think they're just turrets that shoot missiles. And they only attack flying objects, so that includes Crypto. If he's in his jetpack and he's mid-air, they will attack you as well. They're not that bad, really. I think maybe they're the worst for the Saucer, just because you can be surrounded by 2 to 3 missiles if they put them around.
Crypto, you don't have authorization to leave. Return to the mission area at once.
Yeah, and there are boundaries that Crypto can't escape through. Yeah, see, so like now that I'm low on health, like a good direct hit will kill me. I think you can take like 1 or 2 extra hits before you go down. I think I got shot by a missile and that was still fine. Yeah, like right there, I was still fine. So you can take like 1 or 2 hits before blowing up and sending 138 in. And I die here in this part. I believe I showed off.
You don't have authorization to leave. Good work, Crypto.
And there we go. With that, we have 200 DNA, and now we can return to the spaceship.
You have returned to the
I'm sorry, return to the mothership using the pause screen. And with that, we have 260 DNA. But I'm going to do all the other ones, so we're going to have a little more than that. I think by like the end of the 2nd or 3rd level, I had about like 3,000 DNA, which is really good considering. I think the most expensive thing is about 3,000 DNA, which isn't that bad. So again, if you just keep killing things with the anal probe and just running around doing the side missions, it's not that bad to collect DNA. And this game's really fun, so it's not even a chore to do it. So let's test out the anal probe real quick. If we shoot the anal probe, that doesn't do anything. But if you fully charge the anal probe, and let's say we shoot this lowly farmer, his head explodes. And you can get substantially more DNA than you would just abstracting it normally. There are levels to the DNA, and that is regular humans give about 10. The higher ups, like the higher level up enemies, like the police officers, I believe they give you 25. Armies give you like 50. Probes like these give you 75. And then I think the highest one gives you about 100, and I don't remember who those are. I think the hundreds are, I think they're called mutants. I think they give you the most DNA, 100. But yeah, anal probes are collectibles throughout each level. There's about like 6 levels in this game. And what was I saying? Oh yeah, and there's quite a few anal probes. I think they range from 25 to like 40 or something like that, or 50. It depends on the size of the level. And when you collect all of them, they do give you DNA in the short term, but in the long term, if you collect all of them, you will unlock concepts.
Aliens in the cornfield. I knew I should have felt that.
Sorry. You get the royal race. So this is a race. It's just a checkpoint race. I'll be explaining it in a second. But yeah, the probes give you concept art, and I don't know if it's video. I haven't actually collected all of them. I don't go out of my way to do it. but I can look them up really quickly. I'm sure they're online somewhere. But that's pretty neat that collecting all the probes gives you concept art, which I do like. But that's not the best content this game has to offer, and we'll be seeing all that in the bonus video. But yeah, so the checkpoint race is very simple. It's just get from point A to point B in within the time limit. And I find that Crypto moves the fastest when he's using his jetpack in a straight line in like small bursts, like propel him forward. I think that's the best way for Crypto to go. Also, I want to mention something. I will be showing off every death that I have, just to make sure you guys are up track to what Crypto I'm on. But I'll show them at the end of the videos, just so that like the flow is fine. I think the only one I show that's not is this one. That's not at the end is this one. Crypto can't swim. I don't know if that's like a thing with all the other games. Yes, now we're gonna be doing Turnip Seed Terror, and which we have to just collect 4 brain stems. So that's like that's the other one. You have to collect brain stems. It's kill people, collect brain stems, destroy buildings, race. I think those are like the 4 main, or like destroy something, or like the 4 main side missions that you get. But they all give you a lot of DNA, so again, they're really useful. Some levels are harder to get to the side missions just because of the enemy variety in those levels. Like I think it's called Area 42. That's one of the levels in this game, and that level has the most annoying enemy types, I believe, or like one of the most annoying enemy types, maybe like Union City.
Well done, Crypto. Those brain stems should be more than sufficient for my research and testing purposes. Ah, science.
What was I saying? Science. Farlam Fiasco, destroy 6 farms. Yeah, it's all the DNA is. All the side missions are for. But I kind of forgot what the fuck I was talking about. Damn. I should really start writing down notes to talk about, like bullet points. Oh well, whatever. Oh yeah, that's right. I was talking about the Union City and like any of the enemy rides. Yeah, so like there's a certain point where some of the enemies just get too annoying to even just reach the side missions, that like there's no point in doing them. Especially because you could just enter the level and just anal probe all the enemies, and then you'll be getting more brain stems that way anyway. And like the more tougher enemies you fight, the more brain stems you'll collect.
Good work, Crypto.
So there's that. But when we're ready, we can return to the mothership. I believe that's the last side mission in this level, so we're just gonna do that. We're gonna collect this anal probe. I mean, anal probe. This alien probe, and I'm going to die because Crypto can't swim. I wanted to see if he could. That was me testing it out, but you can't. He dies instantly. Fish boy pulled from the lake. Fish boy fry up, halted by arrival of government official. That's funny. I feel like I'm dyslexic. Yeah, Cryptosporidium 138 is
now then,
is the next character.
I know what you're thinking. What can I, a lowly novice, do to help bring about the destruction of Earth and the inevitable reign of the Furon Empire? Well, I'll tell you. It was in the earliest days of the Empire we realized our species was doomed. Eons of waging war on inferior races with unregulated atomic weaponry had mutated our genes. We could not propagate due to our complete and utter lack of genitalia. Fortunately, a Furon ship happened upon Earth on its way back from destroying the Martians. Human society was young and nubile. Sailors on a foreign planet, letting off steam, one thing led to another. Long story short, every human being alive today has buried deep in his genetic code a strand of Furon DNA. Over the eons, we've learned to clone ourselves, but with each iteration, the information degrades, and the results are increasingly unpredictable. The Furon genes in humanity's DNA are ancient, uncorrupted. They represent the future of the Furon race. If only we can get at them.
And yeah, that is the backstory to this game. Alrighty, so now we're gonna head back into Turnip Seed Farm, I believe. I think, at least. I don't recall. I think it is Turnip Seed Farm. Yeah, Turnip Seed Farm. And every time you come back to a new level, you have a new portrait to look at. That's pretty old. That's always neat to look at. I don't quite remember what I was doing here, but I'm sure it's not that big a deal. I think I was looking for the side missions, and I just wanted to show off the portrait. But yeah, that's the last one that we did, the one that was just kill all the farmers and stuff. That's the last side mission in this level. But yeah, we get to just play around with the saucer for a little bit, and I think that about does it for this video. So I'll be seeing you guys for the remainder of Destroy All Humans, which is about 20 parts, I think. I think I do a mission a part, except for the few parts that have like 1 or 2 of them, I think. And yeah, that about does it. So I hope you guys are going to enjoy Destroy All Humans, because I know I did. And you don't need to watch the review to know that I recommend this game wholeheartedly. This game is phenomenal. So yeah, I will see you guys for the next one. Bye, guys.
You come out, I have my wife fix you.